Hey guys, it's Kathleen. Welcome back to my channel. So I have some time before I have to go to work to make myself some lunch. So I'm gonna, because I'm pretty hungry. So I'm gonna do it kind of vlog style. Just hold the camera, walk around, you know. Alright, and this is gonna be my go-to pasta recipe. Like, this is the pasta recipe I make every single time I'm hungry and I don't know what to eat, but there's pasta available. What you're gonna need for this recipe is 4 mini sweet bell peppers. You get them in like the bag, the plastic bag. 1 small onion, and both will be chopped. Not chopped, but sliced. That's the word, sliced. Both of these will be sliced kind of on the thin side so they can cook better. A teaspoon of minced garlic. I have the pre-packaged stuff. 1 cup of your favorite pasta. I like this tri-colored one. And then switching over to my stovetop, you'll need a tablespoon of oil in a saucepan, a pan with water getting ready to boil, some dried basil, some dried thyme, flour, salt, and pepper, which I just have back there that I'll be using. Then you'll need some milk. I have whole milk. But you can use whatever milk you want, really. So yeah, like I said, I've already sliced my peppers and onions. I've got my water on to boil. And so I'm gonna put my saucepan onto medium heat so that can start warming up. And then I'll put my onions and peppers in along with my garlic and cook them until they become kind of translucent and soft. So here we go. Also at this point, I will add a good pinch of basil leaves. That's probably about half a teaspoon. And then a good pinch, which will also be about half a teaspoon of thyme. And then do half a teaspoon of salt as well. And the same amount of pepper. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I like pepper. That looks good. So you cook this until it's translucent. The onions will be translucent and the peppers will start to soften. Okay. At this point, my water is starting to get almost boiling, so I'm going to add some salt to it. And then just stir that around, and then we'll wait for that to come to a boil. Okay. The peppers and onions are almost there, and my water is boiling. So we're gonna grab the pasta, and we'll dump it into the water and stir it. Now this kind of pasta takes about 10 to 12 minutes to cook, but I suggest during like the first 5 minutes you stir it every minute or so, just so it doesn't stick together. So that will cook, and we'll move back onto the sauce. So the peppers and onions are good, so I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit to kind of a medium low. Then we'll take about a teaspoon of flour and sprinkle it in. We'll stir that together so the flour and the oil can combine together so we can make sort of like a roux. So we'll let the flour cook down a little bit. The whole point of cooking the flour with the sauce is so you don't get that like disgusting raw flour taste that you can get if you don't cook it all the way through. It's like eating raw cookie dough minus all the good flavoring, so it's just kind of meh. And it doesn't take very long. Like now it should be all set. So we'll take our milk and we'll pour a little bit in. Now at this point, most people say you should have a whisk. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. You should have a whisk to whisk it together. I find that if I just use my spatula and I stir it enough, it comes together perfectly. So I added about 3/4 of a cup of milk. And that's just to start. Just want to get it all incorporated in. And as the milk warms up and combines with the flour, it'll thicken into a sauce. See how it's already starting to thicken? You can put your spatula through it and it kind of keeps its shape. Alright, it's getting pretty thick now, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk. Just a little bit. About 1/4 to 1/2 cup. Stir that together. And the good thing about this is if you think your sauce is too thick by the time your pasta's done cooking, you can add a little bit of the pasta water into it to help loosen it up. And it'll get some of that nice pasta water flavor in there. Okay, so now we'll wait for the pasta to cook. Keep stirring this just to make sure it stays at a good consistency, not getting too thick. And then we'll be right back. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and my pasta is exactly where I want it to be. So I'm going to turn the heat off. And I have my little slotted spoon here. Scooch the pan closer so I don't make a huge mess everywhere. And then I'll just put my pasta right in. Okay. So I'm going to stir my pasta into my sauce. See how it's looking. Ooh, and I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Now you just put it on a plate or in a bowl and you are all set to eat it. Now if you want to add cheese, you can totally add cheese, but I like it just like this. And there she is. There's my lunch. So I'm gonna eat my lunch, get ready for work and go. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more content from me. I post every Monday and Thursday. And leave a comment telling me what you like for pasta sauce. I like marinara, basil, pesto, pretty much anything with pasta is good, but I know everybody has their favorite. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!